You can see here's the water. It's a little fuzzy like this because the filter is just running. We're just going to let it run through the cycle, and this will clear up. Welcome back to your review channel. Today I'm looking at an item from AquaCrest. This is a water filtration system. This has a 5-year capacity depending on how much water you use. This whole thing comes in the kit. So let me explain to you what comes in the kit. Let me explain to you what I'm going to do. You can use this for refrigerators. You can use this for RVs, inline water filtration, whatever you want to do. It's PFSA and PFA. Okay, let's try that again. PFAS and PFAO certified. Okay, that's what that is for water filtration. Basically, it's taste and odor mostly, and help with like sediment and things like that. And the reason why I got this, and I don't think anybody else is doing this, so I want to do it because I have a whole house humidification system from AprilAire, and it pumps water in from the main line from the house into like a big filter mesh. And I'm going to show you this. I want to show you what I'm going to do. So stick with me if you want to learn how to do this. I'm going to show you how to install this. So no one's doing this, and I think I'm going to do it because when that water gets filtered through the system, the hot air blows through this mesh system that's wet. And all that water is unfiltered. That means any ions, any minerals, anything, chlorine, all that stuff is going to start going through the system of your house. That's first of all. Second of all, it ruins the solenoid. You know how the solenoid gets ruined? And that's like $100 solenoid. So I already just replaced it this year because it gets full of gunk and junk from the water supply from our city water supply. So I'm going to add an inline water filter for that specific unit thing only. No one else is really doing that. I'm going to do it because I think it's a great idea. Why not have, if you're going to drink filtered water, and if you're going to inhale basically water that's not filtered, you might as well, because if you have some bacteria in there or some sediment or some smell, whatever it is, that water is being pushed through and evaporated through the whole system, and no one's really doing that. So this, I think this is a good idea. I mean, it can't hurt. So that's what that's what I got this for. So here's the filter. Probably change this once every 10 years. It only runs in the wintertime. That's what, because that filtration only, humidification only works in the winter. So you don't need humidity in the summer. So that's the filter. Here's the hose. Couple ways to hook up the hose. You can do a quick connect with this main plug right here. If you want to do a 1/4 inch, you can just basically just push this in here, and then you can just put the 1/4 inch adapter onto here if you want to, or you can do a quick connect. This basically just pops right into the system and locks, and that's the easiest way to do it, because this pushes in and unlocks, so you can just change it very easily. That's how I'm going to do this, I think. So basically both ends are just going to be pushed on, and then the ends, I'm going to put on the pressure fittings on the ends, and the hose directly into the system. So stick with me. I'm going to show you exactly how to install this. So I think this is a good idea. They do give you some tape here. This is basically for plumbers, for the line, so it won't leak. That's really important too. They also give you a bracket if you want to attach it. This snaps on here. That snaps on. Here's a screw for that, or you can use some sticky brackets. Let's say you put it on the side of you. This is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to stick it to the side of my heating system. Hopefully it'll stay good. And then they give you some ties to tie it down. And that's the easiest way, I think. And that's what's in this kit here. So that's pretty much it. And then they give you the hose. And if you have a home that has a humidification system like an AprilAire whole house humidifier, you might want to consider adding a filter, because you know what? I think it's going to make a huge difference in the purification of the water going in. You got to realize, because what's going in there, it's being evaporated and pushed through the whole house. Think about that. That's kind of weird, right? So I don't think everybody thought of this. I'm not sure if AprilAire even has a fix for that. I'm not sure. Maybe if there does, leave me some comments if you think if there's another system that I don't know about. So if you don't have a whole house filter already, that's before the line that comes into this. If you do, then you're all set. But if you don't, most people don't. I'm going to put this in. It's just going to solve a huge problem and no issues whatsoever. So if you have allergies, if some odors in your house, you smell chlorine in your house, it's probably the filter. You never know. Just put a new filter in. Let's do it. All right, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this type of content. I got this online. I'll leave a link. There's a QR code over here. You can click that QR code. It's very reasonable. Super easy to install. I'm going to show you how to do it. You can do it yourself. You don't have to hire a plumber. Don't do that. And we're going to install it, and we're going to show you the water coming out, and we're going to get it all clean and ready to go. Here's my basement. And so here's the solenoid I was telling you about. This solenoid here turns on when the heat turns on. The solenoid turns water into this AprilAire full humidifier system right here. Let me just show you. This is the thing I was telling you about. This is the mesh. So the water runs down here. the water pumps into here and then folds, you know, just water falls down here. The hot air comes through the system and then pushes the warm air through and then picks up the moisture. It's like it's a wicking action. So this is what that's how that works. And you can see how it looks. This is normal, and only you have to change these once a year. So I'll leave a link for this as well below. I'll leave a link down below for this. I'll leave a link for the solenoid. I mean, I had already changed this already. So I'm taking this connection off here. I'm going to run the water filter from, this is the main line coming in. So the main line into the water filter, a water filter out into the solenoid. That's the idea behind it. I'm going to mount the filter probably around here somewhere because it's got to come off this line here. That's the service line. I'm going to put the main line into the filter, and that's how we're going to run this. I'll show you that in 1 second. So that's the idea behind the whole system, okay? Just so you understand that. All right, let's continue. Okay, so I already shut the water off, so I just have to just unplug this, disconnect this main line here. This is the water line inlet. Let's just take that off. We'll take this off. And again, you can do this yourself. You don't have to hire a plumber to do this kind of job like that. So that water line is disconnected. So what I'm going to do, I think the idea is this is going to plug into, let me just show you what I'm talking about here. So they give you this adapter here. Okay. They give you this adapter. This adapter is going to go into the filter. Okay. So this is going to go on here. This is going to go on here. Okay. And that's going to seal it. Okay. That's going to seal it right there. This has a compression fitting, and just slides right in. So that's, you just pop this right in there, and it's all you gotta do. So it won't leak. This will go on here. So that's one side. So I'm going to push this against the wall, like over here. Okay. I'm going to push this over here. I'm going to mount the filter here like this. Okay, let me get a wider shot here so you can see better. I'm going to put the filter like this. I'm going to mount it, and then it's going to come out here with the hose sticking through here and into the system right here with another compression fitting. So this is going to sit here. So I don't want to change it. All you got to do is pop this filter out, pop a new filter in, and you're good to go. It's that pretty much that easy. Really is super easy to do. And that's it. So let's just get this paper off here. Let's get this mounted. Get rid of this paper. I don't even use this anymore. Let me get rid of that. And then don't even use that. And we'll get it installed. And it's pretty much that easy. These are just fit a compression. They just fit right in. They just pop right in. Super easy. And let's get that installed. I took off the wrapper off this here. Again, this is all compression. You just push this right on like that. And that's it. So that is in there. And that's not going to go anywhere. And when you want to remove it, you just push this button down with a little screwdriver, and this pops out. So that's how we'll change this later. So this won't leak. Just push it all the way down, and that's good to go. And that's going to go on here. I put a little angle because I don't want to put it on the paper. So I just want to get it like that. It's going to go on here like this. Super easy. You can just see how easy this is coming together. I mean, you can't get much easier than that. And then we'll need a screwdriver and just a small pliers and another plier just to hold that while I tighten it up. And that's pretty much all you got to do for that one. So I'm just going to tighten this one up, and then I'm going to attach it to this side like this here with a couple of those wire ties, those zip ties like I showed you. Then the other hose is going to come out of here and then go right into here. And that's all you got to do, really easy. So let me just snug this up. I'm going to pop this in, and then we'll continue the video. All right. And we'll check for leaks. All right. So that's on there. That's not going anywhere. Now, we're going to put the ties on. Let me just make sure that's sitting flush. I don't want any pressure on this. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, so let's get our, what I'm going to recommend doing is I have a little alcohol. Just got to clean behind here. Okay, move this a little bit better so you can see. I got some alcohol. I'm just going to clean back there so it'll stick better. There's alcohol just to clean any grease or any dirt, so it sticks really good. I recommend doing that as well. And that'll just evaporate very quickly. And that should be good. Let's get our ties out. And then just to change the filter in years to come, you just basically just cut these zip ties out and just change the filter. That's pretty much all you got to do. Really easy. All right, so let's get a close up so you can see what I'm doing. If you guys have any questions or any comments, please go ahead. If you don't like this idea, let me know. I mean, I think it's a good idea. I think it's a good idea to put a filter on these things, honestly. I'll put this like that. I'm going to add 2 of these. I think that'll be enough, honestly. Should be all right. And then I'm just going to add the zip ties. My idea, I think it's a good idea because this is like this water is like, you know, see how that works? It just zips right in there. And then we've got another zip tie. And again, I was telling you why, because I think this needs a filtration system. I think it just could be dirty. And okay, so you're not going to make it super tight. Just get it prepped. That looks pretty good. So the next step is, okay, is that you want to put a hose. This just connects into here, and then we're going to run it to the feed. That's it. I mean, that's just simple as that. So here's the hose they give you. They give you all this stuff. You don't have to buy anything else. This is going to go here. It's going to go into here, just like that. And this just pops right in. So you don't have to go crazy. It just snaps right in. Just like that. That's already pushed in. And then we just run this hose kind of like that. And if you want to cut it, you can cut it. You want to make it look nice, you know, like one of those professional installation jobs, right? Like that. And it's just running under here. Look how nice this is. Look at that. That looks professional. So all you can do is add the coupler here. And that's pretty much all you got to do. I mean, that's pretty easy. Okay, there really wasn't a ton of instructions in this, but hopefully this is right. So you put the compression fitting on first. This goes under here like that. Here is a plastic compression fitting here that slides on, okay? And you just push this on like that. And basically just slide this in. That's all. So I'm going to put a little bit more of that Teflon tape right there. But this had some little leak over there. So it was, let me just get a little closer. Now, someone did tell me to put it reverse, the reverse direction. I don't think it really matters personally. I don't think so, but whatever. I think the idea is just to get the Teflon tape on the threads, if you ask me. And tightly. And that's the secret behind that. Tightly. There we go. Like that. Make it flat. All right. So that should be okay. Let's see how that works. Listen, this is something new I'm trying. I just think it's a good idea. We're going to put this on here. Just like this. We're going to push this in. All the way in like that. And then we're going to put our compression fitting on. Now, I'm not going to make this too tight because this is plastic. I mean, so we'll have to see how this works. So how this, I'm not sure how this is going to work with the plastic on here. That's just something different, you know. I'm going to hold this solenoid. And we're just going to snug it kind of snug. And then we'll get an idea, I guess. I don't really know. Let's just see. I don't want to go too tight. And I'll put the water on easy because I got the main shut off right here, so it's easy to shut the water off if I have to. Usually they're brass fittings, so not used to plastic, so I'm not sure, you know, you can easily squish those, so I don't know. Let's just, I'm going to try, I don't know. I'm not sure how tight to make this, honestly. I don't really know. I don't really deal with plastic, but we'll give it a shot. All right, let's see. I'm going to put the water on and see if there's any leaks. That's the first thing we're going to do. It might leak. I don't know. We'll give it a shot. Let's see what happens. Here. The water is coming out. It looks good. Yeah, water is filtering on top here. You can see that. There's a little bit of water right here. All that's water. That is now filtered water that goes down this system and leaks through here and leaches through this field. And it's filtered water. Now we have filtered water going through, not just city water. And no leaks. Looks good. Definitely a DIY, guys. Definitely you can do this yourself. No issues at all. Okay, so I want to show you the water coming out. You can see here's the water. It's a little fuzzy like this because the filter is just running. We're just going to let it run through the cycle. And this will clear up. But now we're getting good quality filtered water, which is drinkable water, by the way, which is fantastic. That'll just get cleared up, and we're going to have nice water going through the system instead of having dirty and chlorinated water. Put that back in, and that's it. That's about it, guys. All right, that's it. That's all you got. This is normal. That'll just suds out after a while. That'll just clear up after it runs a cycle. I'm going to check for leaks, and I suggest you do the same too. and we're good to go. Okay, guys, if you enjoyed this project, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate it as always. I think this is a fantastic way of filtering this. I don't think anybody else is doing this. If I did it wrong, let me know, guys. HVAC guys, listen, I'm just a homeowner trying to teach other people about some good ideas, and this is what I have. All right, guys, appreciate it as always. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. There'll be a link over here. There'll be a link down below, and like the channel. And if I brought you some value, consider that super thanks. Everything I do raise with the super thanks goes back into the channel, so I can do more projects like this to help educate you, motivate you, and inspire you to do things like this on your own and save yourself thousands of dollars. Appreciate it as always. Watch my video how to change the filter. Watch my video how to change this, the panel, the high efficiency filter, everything. I have all kinds of videos on my channel, over 1,500 videos on my channel. This is what I do, help educate you. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you at the next review.